Author Frederick Buechner talks about Alcoholics Anonymous. In his one book, Wishful Thinking, he writes about Alcoholics Anonymous. He talks about it as a community where people come to share their brokenness and their struggles, and a place where they can find healing and grace. He talks about how the meetings go down, that you walk in and you share your name and you tell your story. And that's all there is really to it. There's no dues collected. There's no formal building they meet in. There's no formal club rules. Just come in and share your story and where you've gone wrong and where you hope to go right and where you need support. And sometimes he says, individuals will actually say they'll pledge to take care of somebody else for a time until they can get on their feet. And basically that's it. And somehow in the midst of this community where people just share their stories and support each other and show each other extreme amounts of grace, even scandalous grace, in their constant mess-ups, healing happens, miracles are made, lives are transformed. He goes on to say he wonders if the church could be the same thing. The community that we call the church, could it actually be a place where people can just come, share their brokenness, share where they've gone wrong, and find the same grace and love that they find at AA? Where there's not so many dues collected, not so many buildings focused on, where people just got together as a church and support each other, and just we're a community together. He even surmises or even kind of questions in his reading. He says, I wonder if you were lost somewhere in the world, and if you were broken and lost and struggling, would you think of turning to a church to get help? Would that come to your mind? Like people that are in AA, AA, anywhere in the world, if you need help, you'll go to an AA meeting, you'll find the same thing. Would that same thought occur to us? Would we go to a church for help, or would we think that we would just find judgmentalism there and a lack of grace and a lack of love and a lack of community? It's a good question. It's a question I've wondered about.